first Rebbe of Chabad. These are sayings by the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. Once, as the first Rebbe of Chabad, the Alter Rebbe, the old Rebbe is called, he stepped out of his room. He overheard his wife speaking to several women, and she said in Yiddish, it comes out better than in English. In English, in Yiddish, when a person refers to their husband, right, the woman refers to her husband, says, mine said, not my husband said. My man, my husband. Meine sagt, my husband says. Mine. So she said, mine, my, belongs to me. The Rebbe said, all of a sudden he heard this, and he said, with one mitzvah, I am yours. In other words, you can call me your possession. Yours. I am your husband. With one commandment. What's the commandment? Getting married. There's a commandment. Ki lakach ish isha. Get married. With one commandment, I belong to you. How many are, if so, how much do we belong to God? We have a lot of commandments that God gave us. When we do a commandment, with one commandment, you can say that I am yours. How much more so God can say that we are his? God gave us a lot of commandments. With this word, these words, he fell into deep contemplation, onto the doorpost and in deep contemplation. An awakening from this deep comfort, the veikut it's called, contemplation. He said, Tse'ena ura'ena. It's a sentence from the Psalm of Psalm. Here it says, Shira Shirin, right in the beginning, see? The third chapter. Tse'ena ura'ena. Step out of yourself and perceive the divine. This comes from the words, Tse'ena ura'ena benot Sion. Benot Sion, this is Malchut, this is the lowest aspect of God, arousing the emotions of God. That's Sion, emotions of God. The future will bring the fulfillment of Eshet Chayil Ateret Bala. A valorous woman is the crown of her husband. So let's explain this a little bit. Just 1 second. The Alter Rebbe went out of his room and he heard his wife saying, my husband says, but she didn't say my husband. Mine said, in other words, I, so to speak, belong to her. Why? Because there's one mitzvah, getting married. That's the mitzvah. With that one mitzvah, how much more so we're married to God? Every time we do a commandment, we say, Asher kidishanu b'mitzvotov, that you made us holy. But the word kidishanu also means to get married. So every time you do a commandment, you get married to God. If one commandment made me, so to speak, the possession of my wife, how much more so all the commandments that we Jewish people do make us the possession of God. He said, with that, he had a new revelation of God, and he realized what King Solomon was saying in the book of Song of Songs, right? When it said, go out and see. And there happens to be one of the songs of the Alter Rebbe is Tse'ena Ura'ena, which I will sing as I remember from it. It's not very popular. It goes like this. Tse'ena Ura'ena. Tse'ena Ura'ena. Tse'ena Ura'ena. Tse'ena Ura'ena. Ya mama ya do ya mama ya do ya mama ayama ya na ya na ya na ya mama ya mo ya mama ya do ya mama ya mama. And he said, go out and see daughters of Zion. Daughters of Zion, that's this aspect of Malchut, the feminine aspect, arousing Zion, arousing the masculine aspect. It says in the future, a valorous woman, this is the last paragraph in Proverbs, Eshet Chayil, a valorous woman, and there's the woman is below the man, she's the receiver. That's like the Jewish people are called the wife of God, they're below, but in the end, they'll be the crown over the husband. The daughters of Zion, they will the ones that they will go out and arouse this level of seeing. In other words, we Jewish people don't know who we are. And the Rebbe got a little glimpse of it, and he says that's what King Solomon also did, and that's what the Jewish people are doing to God when they do the Torah and the commandments. They're arousing, they're taking possession, so to speak, of their husband, of God. Let's do the story. Oh, no. We have to do tomorrow. Here's tomorrow. 1 minute. Tomorrow is Shabbat. It says that when God gave the Torah, that the people saw and they moved. It says just seeing God caused the people to move, caused the people to become alive. When you have a little feeling of what happened in Mount Sinai, feeling godliness a little bit, this makes you alive. This makes you alive and happiness. God is life, happiness, dynamic, health. That's what Torah is supposed to give us. Now let us hear a story. 1 second. Stop the share.